You know what, guys? I think this could be the biggest variations review I've ever done on my channel. My Dusty Crop Popper variations video is pretty big as well, but for Raoul here, not only do I have 8 versions of him loose to review, I also have a lot of him in the package to show as well. We have 4 in the background, as you can see, and I have some more on the left side as well. And Raoul has an entire team. You can see the transporter back there. We have a crew chief and a pity to show as well. So a lot to get through, and so let's dive right into today's birthday request. Happy birthday, Zav S TV with Toy and Game LECTION. I hope you're having an amazing day today. And if you're watching this after your birthday because you were so busy in celebration, I hope you had a great day. I hope that this is uploaded on your actual birthday because, I try to accommodate for everyone all over the globe. But since I am in the Midwest, USA, it's kind of hard to do that for people in Australia and the Eastern Hemisphere in general. So I'm sorry if this is a little late. I really am. I try my best, but I had a party earlier tonight. So yeah, I'm kind of recording this a little late. But anyway, if anyone else would like to make a birthday request, definitely feel free to do so. Just make sure you submit your request 1 month before your birthday so I have enough time in advance to make it. And now let's dive right into the review of the variations of Raoul CaRoule, however you pronounce it. I really don't understand the little squiggly underneath the C. Here we go again with accents on letters. Like in my last video, I was talking about the umlaut, I think it's pronounced, over the A in Faster for Craig. So, if anyone knows about the little squiggly underneath the C, please let me know because it has been, bothering me for like 7 years now because Raoul has been around for almost that long, actually 6 years, my bad, 6 years, almost 6 years now. So, and there have been a lot of him made. So let's dive right into it. We don't really need to go over appearance because he appeared at all of the World Grand Prix races in the background. Unfortunately, though, he never spoke. Kind of sad. I really do wish that more of the racers spoke in the movie because, let's be honest, there were only 11. Of course, in the Piston Cup, we had 36. And pretty much the same amount of them spoke as well. I just want to hear more from the racers. That was a big complaint of mine going into Cars 2, or actually leaving Cars 2 because I didn't know what's going to happen, obviously. And now he has been released many times since 2011. He was released as a single in 2011, 2012, 2014, 2015, 2016, and of course in 2017 as well. In 2013, he had a 2-pack release with his crew chief Bruno Motorot, and he's been in many multi-packs. 4 packs, I believe, 5 packs, probably even bigger than that as well, exclusive to Target, all sorts of stuff. And he did have a launcher, one of those pit row launchers, and then he had the one with the pity on top where you'd press the pity and he'd shoot out. I don't have either of those, unfortunately, so I can't show you guys those, but I might show some pictures. There's a lot to show, so I don't know if I'll show all of the pictures, but that's pretty much it for kind of the preface, and now let's dive right into the review here of Mr. Raoul. So, a lot of these variations are similar, so we're going to take a really deep and good look at this one so you guys can kind of understand. And we don't have to spend so much time on the other ones because they're so similar. So, of course, he is the French racer in the World Grand Prix representing that country. And so he has the colors blue, white, and red. And, I feel like this is a great video to end off 2016 because, it's not the best year for France. They had some terror attacks. There was that one kind of recently, and there was one earlier in the year, I think. So it's not been the best year for them. So this is kind of an honor video, I guess, for them. I feel bad if you live in France because, it's not fun. Terror attacks, not fun at all, of course. I was alive for 9/11, but I was very young. So, without getting too deep in this video, I just did want to mention that because it's kind of important, at least to me. I think it's definitely important to mention that. So, getting back to Raoul here, he does have the GRC text on the hood and on the side as well over the white stripe. Now, I really like the feature on Raoul where he blends all of the colors together. He's got like a light blue up front, dark blue, white, and then red, and then back to blue. So a nice little blend there. It's kind of like splash, not exact lines like on Max Schnell, for example. It's kind of like a splash on there. Now on the side here, he's number 6. You can see the French emblem there with the World Grand Prix 06. All no World Grand Prix down below. Some pretty cool rims. On the back here, we see World Grand Prix again, powered by all no French flag, and then the emblem over here on the left. Here's the base if you're interested. Nothing special. I'm not sure which year this one came from because I've gotten quite a few Raouls through all those multi-packs I was talking about. But this could conceivably be the 2011 one, the initial one. But I do have the 2011 one to show you guys. So let me just pull that one out real quick. I actually just got this, a couple weeks ago. Not even, I think like a week and a half ago. Because I got a listing for Professor Z. And he happened to be in that auction as well. So I just got him recently. Raoul CaRoule number 9. So that just shows you how early he was released. There's his nice art there. And now they have changed up the art for Raoul a couple times. They don't keep with the same one each year, which is very, very nice because, if I show you the 2014 one, look at that art. And then you look at this art, it's different. So I like that about Raoul. There's definitely been some changes to his art and whatnot over the years. So I definitely like that. Keeps it fresh because some of the racers do get boring after you keep seeing the same art over and over again. On his spoiler, he has the World Grand Prix text. And I've always liked his spoiler as well. It's a nice spoiler, very interesting with the little supports there. Very cool, and now it's always been red. I'd like to see maybe like a blue spoiler, or maybe if they like inverted his colors. I think it'd be really cool to see that. But in my opinion, I don't think we're getting any more TROC Transcontinental Race of Champions series anymore because we're going into Cars 3. We're not going to be focused on these racers anymore. We're going to be focused on the Cars 3 racers. So I'm not really sure about this anymore, so the Carnival could have been the last one. I could be wrong though. So that's pretty much all for Raoul. Keep in mind this expression because it does change sometimes for Raoul, which is another thing that I like about him. But he's not my favorite World Grand Prix racer. He's kind of always been in the middle for me. Let's go to the most similar variation in my opinion. Now this is in the Collect and Connect playset puzzle type thing that came out in 2011. You can probably find some on eBay or Amazon. I actually got mine at Toys R Us a long time ago, and the only difference is that the stripe is silver instead of white. So not the biggest difference, but it's still kind of a nice one to have. As you can see, it's like gray, silver, behind the GRC there instead of just being plain white. So a definite visible difference, but still, pretty similar. Everything else is the same, so just keep in mind everything else and just change the stripe there. So we'll put him in the back. We got him down. Let's go. Which one do you guys want to do? We'll go to the metallic one. This one's pretty cool, actually. I have this one in the package here. Now, unfortunately, this one was only released internationally at Toys R Us. Now, of course, Toys R Us had their metallic series in 2011 and 2012. And, they had some pretty cool cars. It looked like this. It had this logo up top here. And there's actually another art for Raoul. That is the third one, I think, that I've showed you guys. Maybe it's only the second. I'm getting confused here. I'm sorry. But as you can see, only international. You can see all those languages on there. Exclusive, exclusive, exclusivo, unique, exclusivo. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. So, Raoul CaRoule there. And now I got this from a good friend in Germany as a present. Actually, my parents gave it to me for Christmas. So, if you guys were wondering what I got for Christmas, here's one of the items I did get. And there's a little Toys R Us sticker. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, it did not make it to the United States. Be careful when you're buying this online as well from China because there are definitely some fake ones out there. This one could perhaps be fake as well, but I got really, really early when that was released, so I kind of doubt that it is a fake, but just want to be wary about that. So, this is pretty much the same as well, except for this front portion here. The light blue is now like a metallic blue, which is actually a really nice color. And a great thing about him is that they changed the expression. He looks extremely determined and happy at the same time. I like this expression a lot. Very, very nice. Let's move on to Silver Raoul as well here. Now this one was released in 2012, 2013, and there was also an international silver series as well that he was released in. I have the 2015 one, and so yeah, there was actually only one. Alright, I'm getting myself confused. 2012 at the Kmart Collectors event, 2013 International Series, 2015 Walmart Exclusive Series. This is the Walmart Exclusive Series here. As you can see, Silver Racer Series right there. Pretty cool. Unfortunately, they did not release Rip in this segment, but they did release all the other racers, as you can see there. Now, this is a decently cool Silver Racer in my opinion. They actually changed quite a bit of his body to silver. All of the front blue, so this light blue portion here, and the white is now. So he looks pretty cool. All the same decals though. And on the back here, you can see, the same decals like I said. Just a very nice release though. Not my favorite silver release. I actually have the silver replica Chkonski from a great friend of mine who got it a while back. I'm not really sure how he got it, but I will be reviewing it soon. And so that would be my favorite one of the silver series. So just get a nice look at him. Expression is the same for this one. Let's move on to the Neon Raoul CaRoule. Now this one is probably the most drastic difference since the first one, we've gone through 3 variations now. I feel like this one's the most different or most drastic. And so on the front, this light blue is now even darker than the metallic one. As you can see, it's generally the same, but it is a tad bit darker. I feel like a good color to describe it is like cyan. I feel like, I don't know my colors. I just know the typical rainbow colors, but it's kind of like a nice blue. It's kind of like I don't really know. It's like a turquoise, like a dark turquoise. There we go. And it does have red rims instead of silver, and the decals are kind of like neonified, I guess you could say, around the number there. On the back as well, a little bit of neonization, but not too much. We have the metallic back here as well. So, I'm not a huge fan of the neon series, but this one's actually pretty cool because they changed the expression once again, different from the metallic one. So you can see the 3 different expressions for Raoul. Always love when they do that because, it keeps it different. And realistically, is he going to look the same every single time? It's like, no, that's not gonna happen. So I like that they changed up the expression, and it's one of my favorite neon racers actually because he looks pretty different. I like how they neonized, I don't know, is that even a word? The GRC text on him and the World Grand Prix on the spoiler. Let's move on to the Ice Racer Raoul CaRoule. Now, sorry, I'm not a fan of this one. I really am not because it looks very, very similar. It's essentially Raoul CaRoule with snow and some different decals. And I feel like the reason that is because he already has a lot of blue. For most of the Ice Racers, they took an aspect of them and made it blue. Now for Raoul, he already has a lot of blue on him, so they were like, hey, our job's easier. We don't have to make anything blue. And so that's exactly what they did. We have the Russian Ice Cup logo there from Moscow on his hood there. Don't know what that means. Pretty sure it means just like ice or something like that. He does have his number 6. And now this was the first release where they did change the decals from World Grand Prix and all in all to the according race. So we have 6. And it's very hard to see with all the snow, but we do have some Russian characters beneath there. GRC over here, and then we have, again, the Russian characters that were on the thing there. I'm pretty sure that probably means ice or something like that. And then up here we have his little emblem. It has the French flag, and then RC6. Yeah, I like seeing that RC right there. On his spoiler, it says 6. On the back here, we have some more of the same stuff. Russian characters, French flag, Ice Cup logo. Here's his base. It's all white. His rims are snowflakes, you know, they're supposed to look like snowflakes. And I really like the snow design on him, you know. I mean, on all of the ice racers, the snow design is nice. But I feel like I like racers that have a big change. This one does not have that big of a change. So I'm sorry for your Ice Racer Raoul fans. I'm sorry, but I'm not just a huge fan of this one here. Moving on to the Carbon Racer Raoul CaRoule here. This is actually my favorite version of him because he looks so different from the original. Of course, not only is this light blue, now carbon and gray, we also have this darker shade as well. So, pretty much half of his body on the front here, you know, hood and roof is carbon with the gray borders. Now, when you see the lines and kind of like the shininess, that's the carbon. I don't believe this gray portion right here is carbon. It's just kind of to, you know, complement the carbon design on him. So we have the CR logo there for Carbon Cup. I really like that logo at all. It's very simple, gets the point across. And this is also a really cool thing that they did with Raoul. They did mixed rims. So we have blue rims in the front here, of course, mainly silver, but the blue trim, and then red ones in the back. So that's really cool. Same thing on this side as well. And now he does have a different expression from the original. However, it's pretty much just this expression flipped to the other side with bigger eyes, and the eyebrows are like, I don't know really what to call that, but a little bit more squintier than here. So it's generally the same expression, just kind of flipped. So, you know, for most people, they probably won't notice that, but I noticed it. And it bothers me a little bit, but still, I'm liking that they're changing up the expression. You know, even if it's kind of similar, I like that they change up because, you know, in all honesty, they don't do that with many racers like Shu Todoroki, Carnival. They don't do it with those racers. So it's nice that they're doing it with Raoul, and a couple others like Nigel and Jeff have some changed expressions in there as well. So on the side here, we have CRC standing for Carbon Racer Cup, number 6. GRC is back instead of having the Russian characters. On the side here, we have the Transcontinental Race of Champions logo on the side here. Some more carbon in the back, carbon fiber, of course, CRC, French flag, and the Carbon Racer Cup logo. Again, same thing on the spoiler as well. So a very nice one. This is absolutely my favorite version of Raoul. I really like this one a lot. And I'm sure if you like him and you don't have him, I'm pretty sure you can find him in the store if you live in the United States. I see a lot of him at Walmart, at Target, Toys R Us. You know, he's pretty much all over the place. Raoul is not one of the hard racers to find. He's pretty much everywhere. And so now let's move on to the Carnival Racer Raoul, the most recent version of him that was released in a 4-pack earlier this year. I see quite a bit of him on the pegs as well, or on the shelves, I guess, because he's in a 4-pack. And this one's nice as well, but probably not my favorite. Maybe my second or third favorite Raoul. Similar to the Carbon Raoul, they mixed up the tires, so we have red in the front, blue in the back, and same thing on the other side. With the Carbon one, it was actually the opposite, blue in the front, red in the back. So very nice touch there. We have kind of like that foil GRC logo on the hood. On the side here, we have the Carnival Cup logo with CaRoule there with the number 6. So very nice designs. I feel like with these latest 3 Transcontinental Race of Champions series, they've done pretty well with designing them, you know, with ice, carbon, and Carnival. Neon, probably my least favorite, and silver was nice. It's kind of one of those special editions, even though in 2015 they technically called it a T-Rock race. I don't believe that because they still have all the World Grand Prix decos. So, you know what? I wish they just kept it with Kmart, but whatever. We're back here with Carnival Raoul. We have the Carnival Cup text on his spoiler, 6-6. And that's pretty much all for that. On the back here, same type of stuff. And yep, you guys probably know what I'm going to say. Mattel. Why Mattel? Raoul is not powered by All-In-All anymore. All-In-All is dead. It pretty much went to jail with Miles Axelrod and all of the other lemons. So that is a definite mistake on this Raoul. And it really kind of ruins it for me because it's like, that's a pretty bad mistake. You know, you have all these Mattel employees and how do they not catch that? So that's pretty disappointing with me. But moving on, we have the Carnival Cup logo, text, flag for France. So I'm a little bit disappointed with that, but what can I even do about it? So that is all the variations for Raoul here. I do want to show one more, which is the Quick Changers version of Raoul. This came out in like 2013, I think, and now it's just like a little plastic version of him. However, you know, you go from just like regular Raoul to a damaged one. So essentially, the window is broken there. You can kind of see the crack on the window there, and I thought that was pretty cool. And then the hood pops up as well. Even though when you have it closed, you can definitely still see the crack, so it's kind of strange there. I do like it though to have because it is technically in the movie because he did crash in the movie at Porta Corsa. The review is not over yet. I told you guys this was going to be a big one because now I want to show you guys all of my package Raoul CaRoule. So I did already show you the 2011 first Raoul to come out. So here it is again. Of course, going in chronological order, we have the 2012 or like late 2011. I'm not entirely sure. I think it was late 2011 or maybe early 2011. Again, not really sure. That is the synthetic rubber tires version of Raoul at, of course, Kmart. Now, I do not have this one loose. I don't really have a need to have him loose because he really is just Raoul CaRoule with rubber tires that you can only tell the difference if you feel them. So we can just look at him in the package. You know, you guys wouldn't even know the difference anyways because you can't feel them unless you have them in person. Of course, also in chronological order is the Color Changers Raoul. Another one that I don't have loose for the reason that this is so rare. This is an extremely rare version of Raoul, but I do have him in the package here. I got him earlier this year, and he changes from like dark blue to a light blue there, which is pretty cool. Not the biggest change ever, but still a change nonetheless. And so let me know if you guys have this one, and if you have him out of the package, because sorry, I'm not taking this one out to test. This guy is going to stay in the package for the time being. Maybe they'll actually re-release him as a color changer though. But I don't know. Seems like that color changers line is almost over, if not already over because of Cars 3. Here again is the metallic one. And you guys already saw that, so it's going bye-bye. And 2014, we have the Raoul CaRoule Neon Racers. Now, this is actually, my bad, like a 2015 version because they repackaged him and made them available at Kmart. So I got this one at Kmart on the deal because this is kind of sad, guys. All of my Kmarts in my area closed. All gone, so won't be stopping there anymore, but it's not a huge deal. Didn't stop there much anyway. They barely got any new cars in, so at least in my area, they're all gone. Not sure about you guys, but they're probably on their way out as well. 2014 in the World Grand Prix series, 2 out of 15. Got this one at Toys R Us a while back, and there you go. 2015, I have him on the International package. My aunt and uncle actually picked this up for me in Italy at a Disney store, so that's fantastic. You know, this one comes with a story here. Number 8 out of 15 in the World Grand Prix series. Moving on, we have the 2015 silver version of him that I already showed, so we just move right along to the carbon one here. Carbon Racers, Raoul CaRoule. There's his art, looking pretty sweet. And here are some of the other ones in the series. Have you guys found the new Carbon Racers yet? I have not, and so I'm personally getting a little bit worried about if they'll actually hit stores. I mean, I remember someone reporting of finding them about, you know, like October this year, and that was it. It was like one person, bam, one case to the United States, and that's it. So let me know maybe if you found them. You know, of course, the second wave consists of what is it again? Francesco, Carla, Jeff, and Shu. So hopefully they do hit the United States. I know they're in Europe. and I think they might be in Australia as well, but United States, very, very limited at the moment. And now before we end off the review, of course, I do want to show Andre here, his transporter. A very cool, I actually might be reviewing him someday. Not really sure if someone has suggested him, but someone may have. And here's just a quick look at him. Pretty nice to have a transporter, even though he didn't appear in the movie. It just kind of adds to the layers of the movie. Bruno Motoro, I reviewed him and Emmanuel Menez a couple months ago because it was a 2016 2-pack, so you can check out that review in the description below. And that, my friends, is all for the variations of Raoul CaRoule, however you want to pronounce it. Kind of a short video, right guys? No, yeah, like I said, one of the biggest variations reviews on my channel. Kind of a nice way to end off the year. Of course, this is supposed to be uploaded on the 30th of December, so tomorrow will be New Year's Eve. So I hope you guys are having some great times with family and friends perhaps. And I'll see you guys all next time for another video. Maybe a case unboxing, maybe a 2016 year in review, something like that. We'll see what happens. And thanks, of course, for watching. And let me know in the comment section below which one of these variations is your favorite. We have 9 on the table. Of course, if you want to count the color changer and the rubber tire version as well, that brings it up to 11. Jeez, that's a lot of variations of Raoul. So that's all for this video. I'll see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed. And of course, yeah, Zav S TV. Hopefully you're having a great birthday and all that great stuff. Thanks for the suggestion and hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time. Bye now.